What's something you wish you could tell all of Reddit? I know who let the dogs out. My college roommate was the assistant director on the Bahaman music video. When the director would yell action, his job was to release the dogs from the cage so they could run through the shot. So the answer to this question is Chris. Chris let the dogs out. Reddit gets way better once you pick the right subreddits. Edit. Pick subreddits of stuff you like. Movies. Music. TV shows. Hobbies. Etc. Just type a word in the search and see what comes up. In the sidebar of some of them, they will have related subreddits. It can almost be like the Wikipedia black hole. There is nothing wrong with reposts as long as OP isn't trying to claim it as their own. Most of us aren't on Reddit 24/7. We miss things from time to time. Edit. Thanks for the gold internet, stranger. Please remember there is a person behind the computer. Edit. Thank you for the gold. Every comment or post on here is told from one person's point of view. And they are very likely leaving out details that would significantly alter how you view the story. Being an arsehole doesn't make you funny. Posts that get upvoted become Reddit common knowledge. Posts that repeat Reddit common knowledge get upvoted. Posts that disagree with Reddit common knowledge get downvoted. At no point does anything need to be true for it to be something every Redditor knows. 90% of you need a cold hard dose of the real world. If you know a woman or a couple who are expecting but are thinking of putting their child up for adoption, please contact me. My husband and I have been working on adopting a child for years now. We'd be great parents. And would be open to an open situation with periodic communication. Edit. I'm so overwhelmed with the response to my post. When I made it, there were already 1,500 posts in this thread. And I thought it would get buried. Thanks so much for your good wishes and hope and enthusiasm. And now, Reddit Gold. Thanks so much. Sweet Gilda. I've come really close to killing myself a few times, but getting lost in Reddit has calmed me out of it every time. Thank you, Reddit. Reddit is way too hard on cops. Chill the FCK out. They are mostly trying their best in a very hard job. You're not special for being a Redditor. A lot of people on here seems obsessed with either one-upping someone else or getting revenge. I think people should just focus on their own shit. Attempt to be kind. And chill the FCK out. Y'all are awful skeptics. Us Redditors like to think our beliefs and opinions are based on fact, but as a community we're extremely quick to buy into worldviews based on trains of confirmation bias and sensationalist headlines. Also, skepticism equals cynicism. Why do you guys get so angry at everything? Uniden cheated to get more internet points? FCK that guy and every valid point he ever made. Double quote. Twitch released some new software that accidentally muted a few clips. FCK that shit. I'm never gonna use the best streaming service again. Double quote. I want to contribute a lot and I have all these thoughts that just don't translate well when I start to type. And it's so frustrating, and sometimes I find all the right words that someone else has written and it makes me feel so shitty. And to top it off, I'm a F-King communications major. Edit. Spelling. Bill Nye is a bit of joke. Hold on to friends you make in high school, college. At 39 I live in the 4th largest city in the US and I literally have 0 friends other than my wife, daughter and my 2 dogs. Don't take your friends for granted. Don't wait for them to call you. You F-King better call them to at least just see how they are. Everyday is an adjective that means commonplace, normal, unremarkable. Everyday means everyday, daily. Most of you don't know shitty about most things. Neither do I. So stop your shitty economic advice and crappy politics talk. Edit. Lots of the replies to this are talking about how Redditors may or may not be successful businessmen or political analysts. To me this is just a testament to why you should absolutely not be using Reddit for this kind of information. It's so unreliable. Many you are also bringing up Aguero addresses this nicely. But due to the size of Reddit and amount of commenters, lots of you talking about a subject will be wrong. Reddit is not as filled with morons, jerks and perverts as you think. It's a diverse community and there are lots of normal people with real jobs and real experiences. To the downvote monkeys in new or rising threads. You're idiots. The ones who do it so their own comment is the top of 5 or 6 comments. Do you realize that it will lower the entire thread's visibility? That you are ensuring no one will see your own comment? If you just let it float you have a better chance to get it seen, and if your comment really is the best it will get upvoted as such. Stop shooting yourselves in the foot. Especially when you're standing in a life raft with other people. No one cares about your religious ideals, beliefs. I don't understand why our atheism is so popular. It's just people talking about how much they hate religion and you can't even have a conversation about that. Downvoting is not for showing disagreement. It's for comments that are abusive or have no contribution to the discussion. Edit. Comments that are factually incorrect would fall under the category of not contributing. Telling Reddit that vaccines don't cause autism is preaching to the choir. If you're actually concerned, don't just write about it on the internet. You might as well be sending some Facebook-like prayers. Reddit jokes, references, memes, movie quotes and song lyrics generally add nothing of value to a thread. Stop doing it if there's a serious discussion. Nuclear energy is the safest, cleanest, most efficient option we have right now. There are normal, calm, nice people out there that own firearms. It's possible to be in the military and be a dissenter. And it's possible that it took joining the military to arrive at that position. To stop calling out a post when it goes meta. Easily the third most annoying thing on this site. There are some jokes that are repeated so many times it's not funny anymore. You can't aim for the goddamn leg with a pistol to incapacitate someone. It's hard to hit a moving target like that, and if you hit the femoral artery they are going to bleed out fast as shit anyway. Shut the FCK up about guns unless you have a basic understanding of how they work. Cops shoot way too many people, but saying aim for the leg is the dumbest idea and the people saying it have no idea why. Damn. I came into this thread thinking people were going to tell me cool things and instead it post after posted what amounts to fuck you. Reddit. Give someone a podium and they'll tell you what's wrong with everyone else. What I want to say is that I hope you're having a good year. And if you aren't, I hope it improves. I would give you a high five if I could. Because high fives are awesome. If anything is getting you down, FCK that shit. You've got better things to do. Like high-fiving me. Also, I can hold my breath for almost 3 minutes and I really like breakfast. Brunettes. Robots and air conditioning. Oh. And my puppy. He's the best. I could post more pertinent and useful things, but the rest of you have that covered. This place can go from 0 to creepy real fast anytime people bring up age of consent laws. Yeah. I am totally with you that a 19-year-old guy consensually hooking up with his 17-year-old girlfriend should not be a crime. Ever. But I made the mistake of voicing my opinion that men in their 30s and beyond have no place having sex with girls under 16. I'm in my 30s. And 18-year-olds look like kids to me. The fact that some dude my age or older looks at them and goes way too old for me is creepy and gross. When I posted this I got a dozen PMs from guys defending being 41 with a 15-year-old girlfriend. How it was just my puritanical opinion that it isn't okay. It was very off-putting. Not all Christians are over-the-top homophobes. Not all Muslims are terrorists. Not all atheists are assholes. Strive for unity, not hate and segregation. I hate seeing our atheism or things of that nature constantly putting religious people, 95% Christians, beneath them just because they believe and they don't. Just chill and respect each other. Some of you are unnecessarily mean to other people on here. You have no idea what others have going on in their personal life. And to hide behind anonymity while you so openly judge other people is horrible. That being said, There are some absolutely beautiful people on here. People who, without question, reach out to help others in need, without asking anything in return. You people make the difference in a lot of people's lives, and do so thanklessly. To all the awesome people out there, thank you for being awesome. Stop upvoting comments that talk about female ARP's appearance unless it was the intended point of the post. Picture of a girl in yoga pants with a silly cat. She's fat. Picture of girl that isn't wearing a loose turtleneck. Oh titties. Double quote. Everyone thinks I kissed my cousin when I was younger. I swear our mouths never touched. Just our tongues. Be a decent person. I am not into larger people personally. But if a larger girl posts a picture, proud of working on herself, I have the ability to look at her individual features and say, yeah, she is pretty. Just because she wouldn't be my personal preference doesn't mean I have to be a cunt muffin. Also, remember what the subreddit is in the first place. If some chick posts in a makeup sub asking for tips, don't respond with "you're fat" or "that shirt is ugly as hell." It was shitty of you and you just make yourself seem stupid. Complaining about music that isn't even made for your demographic makes you sound like a twat. Even more so when you do it in a public setting. Just because you see an overweight person in a wheelchair who can't move their legs does not mean that they are fat and lazy. My mother-in-law has muscular dystrophy and can't walk around, so she has to use a wheelchair, even though she can still operate her legs. The world is not in real danger of being overpopulated. Current UN projections show the rate of population growth overall dropping, and the population stabilizing around 10 billion. Because this seems to come up a lot. Not everyone is like you. Sometimes they share absolutely nothing in common with you. This does not make them wrong or worth any less than you. You are no worse or no better than anyone else. Not everyone joined Reddit when you did. Just because something looks the same doesn't mean it's always a repost, and it doesn't make someone an idiot or N00B if they don't know an inside joke from an online community. You were new once. 2. Not all Christians are at war with science. Many of us try to consolidate the two lines of thinking and cherish the scientific process as well as our Lord and Savior. Some of us even believe that the evolutionary process can be viewed as the footsteps of God's creative process, and that the Bible speaks largely in metaphors. That just because you're atheist it doesn't make you some all superior being. I myself am atheist, but I don't bash on religious people like a lot of people on Reddit. Be nice. You never know if that nasty comment you make might be the comment that pushes someone over the edge. Be it sending them on a shooting spree, committing suicide, or who knows what else. Not everyone has a thick skin. Calling someone who disagrees with you a cunt, asshole, fuckwad, dumbass, dumb shit, or moron does not in fact make the other person more likely to understand your position. I want someone to invent a stackable washer-dryer combo that automatically drops my clothes from the washer down into the dryer when the wash cycle is done. I don't care who makes money off of this idea. I just want it to be a thing. I don't understand why it's not a thing already. I've been dying to talk about this but embarrassed to talk about it with anyone I know. I really hate pooping in a public stall when someone is in the stall next to me. When I'm at work and someone comes in while I'm pooping and sits in the stall next to me, I usually just stop pooping and wait for them to leave before resuming. It really sucks when I have a call or meeting to go to, and I have to finish my poop with some dude sitting 4 feet away from me. I know there's a wall type thing. I know I should just get over it. But it's just not my thing. Thanks for giving me a place to vent Reddit. Just because some policemen screw up doesn't mean the entire police force sucks. These people are putting their lives on the line and are put under more stressful situations than most of us will ever experience in our lives. They are human. They make mistakes. And mistakes are more common when you are put under pressure. Whenever I see a story about the police on the front page, It saddens me to see how eager everyone is to jump to hate instead of considering the other side of the story. I love the content. But some of you are just assholes. Someone with a different opinion is not less intelligent than you. Be nicer to each other.